We've got a couple more people coming in, but we'll just get going so that I don't keep you all too late. So, welcome everybody. It's absolutely fabulous to have you all here. I just love seeing new faces and I love seeing new people. Um, and I'm going to be co-presenting with Henriette. So I'm going to let Henriette say hello and she can tell you a little bit about herself.
Everybody. This is really great to be here. It's the first time I join in Arleen's presentation, and
Cheers.
Arleen is my upline, and I joined LifeWave in March, so soon a year now. I've had absolutely amazing results with the patches and with the business. So for me, I think maybe I can tell a little bit more about my experiences with the product later on. But I'm absolutely thrilled to be here and to meet you all, and I'm excited to present a little bit for you later.
Thank you, sweetheart. So, my story with the patches started in just over a year ago, end of November. I was at a meeting. I do Life Alignment as well, and there's a group of us that meet every now and then again. And Merle, my upline, many of you know her, she was at the meeting. She's also a Life Alignment practitioner, and she just threw in this one sentence casually. Oh, Life Wave is going well. And I was like, what's that? Okay. I had been looking for two key things. Some of you may know that I had major surgery just over 2 years ago. I had open heart surgery. 6 weeks later, I had a double mastectomy. Because of the open heart surgery, I had to do everything. And also in that whole discovery, we found out I had osteoporosis, and the treatment for osteoporosis is pretty horrific. It's an injection of this plastic stuff, which is all very well. It does plug your bones up, but it also has some major side effects, including, possibly losing your jaw and your teeth, which didn't really appeal to me. So I was actively looking for something to help with my healing, to help with my scars. My scars were still pretty painful. My ribs were still pretty painful. I'd been doing really, really well, but I wanted to do better. The other thing that was really important for me that I was actively looking for in that whole journey of having had all that surgery, I was without an income for 5 months. Now, thankfully, I had a really wonderful community in LifeWave and Life Alignment that did a crowdfund for me that helped me through it. But I was still $15,000 in debt as a result of that. And no income as a single family income earner is really horrific to be facing that time. So it became very apparent for me I needed to find a secondary income. So I was actively looking for a solution for my scars, for my bone marrow, and for a secondary income. And when Mel mentioned that word life wave, I just heard this word in my head saying, do that. And I just went, I'm not arguing. It was such a strong intuitive pull. So I just sent a message to Mel, that thing, we're going to have a meeting. And that's how my journey started. And I just decided, if this is such a strong feeling, I will go into it with both feet. So I started up with an advanced pack and just decided I was going to do this. I had no idea. I'm not a salesperson. I never liked direct sales or multi-level marketing or anything like that. I've had to swallow those words quite dramatically as a result. But I just had such a strong intuitive feeling I had to go for it. I also had fibromyalgia at the time. I had bursitis in my shoulder, bursitis in my feet. I had a lot of, when you've had a heart tumor, there's an awful lot of side effects that build up over time. Um, so there was a lot to work on. Well, the results that I've had in a short time from the patches, very quickly into the patches, I started to notice some changes in my energy levels. The foot pain was the first thing to go. I'd had very, very tender feet. Walking on them was painful. And that was one of the first things to start healing. And then, not too long, about 4 weeks after that, my shoulder started to heal. My blood pressure started to stabilize. And I went to a women's networking meeting, and five of them signed up because My hair used to be snow white on the sides, and it's not anymore. And I used to have a lot more wrinkles, and I don't anymore. And I hadn't even noticed those side effects of my hair color reversing, my wrinkles reversing, and my granny hands totally, totally transforming. So, when you pinch your skin like that as you get older, it sticks up like a tent pole. Well, that doesn't happen. So, this means the collagen in my skin has totally transformed. I had severe gastric reflux for 2 years post heart surgery because, they cut you open, they crank it open. There's a lot of damage that happens. And they did an endoscope expecting to see acid damage and things like that. Nothing, nothing. So even though at that stage I still had acid reflux, the internal skin had completely healed, which was pretty amazing. And lately, just in the last 3 weeks, the reflux is completely changing. So I don't have severe reflux anymore. I get a little bit of minor reflux from time to time, but not severe to the point I was. Okay, so that's been the latest thing that's healing. And that rib pain where I could not even lean forward on a desk, last month, that disappeared. So even that has changed, which has been amazing to lean forward and not be in agony, to be able to literally poke my ribs. I couldn't do this at all. Now I can do it without any kind of pain. So I'm one of those amazing people who's had a lot of results. The fibromyalgia completely disappeared as well. My scar healing is phenomenal. There is my heart surgery scar. There's a patch there. Um, you probably can't really notice it, right? That used to be a bright red line going down there, and it was rigid and painful. And now it's just flat and small and thin. If you're up close, you can notice it, but really my scar healing is pretty profound. And considering I've got scars running there and right across there, that's really quite important to have that kind of healing on your scars. And I've even beginning to get more sensation back in this area of my chest because after a mastectomy, they actually cut off your nerves. And this now feels like when you've been to a dentist and it starts to start coming back, I have that minor sensation back underneath my armpits. I have full sensation, which is remarkable. So my nerves are regrowing as well. So I have had some profound results. So that was tick in the box with that. I have just had my first bone marrow scan. It has not totally reversed. It's beginning to change, and they're seeing a small change in it. And I was speaking to somebody today, and she said the thing that happens with the bone density is first of all the muscles build and then the bones. Well, the muscles are here. That wasn't there recently. So when you've had open heart surgery and a double mastectomy, you're carrying teacups only for the first few months. You actually cannot lift anything else beyond that. I carry 20 kilogram bags of rocks. That's important because my mother loves to paint rocks, and I have to go to the nursery to get the rocks, and they sell them in these compact 20 kilogram bags. I used to have to get them to put them in the car and then get someone to take them from the car. Now I just pick them up and lug them on the counter and chuck them in my car and pull them through the house. And so very exciting and a lot of change. So that's happened on the physical health point of view. So a lot of good things are happening there. And then from the financial point of view, LifeWave has definitely delivered there. Now, it's like any other job. What you put in is what you get out. If you are not going to do anything, nothing's going to happen, right? Same thing at any other job. So it is up to you as to how much effort you put in. That said, my best weeks have always happened when I'm on holiday. So I'm going to South Africa soon for a month. I'm expecting great things to happen in my business while I'm gone. Every time I've gone away, I've ranked up or I've had my best week ever. And the only support I'm doing is a little bit of support on my phone. I'm like, oh, okay, well, fine then. This works. So, yes, I have got a new car and I'm using LifeWave to pay for my car. And LifeWave does pay for my rent every week. And I am going on holidays, which is not something I was able to do before. Before, the only kind of holidays I did was working holidays. I would go somewhere, work, and then fit in a few days' time off in between. Now, I actually go on holiday. and I'm not working, which is pretty profound. So that's a little introduction of how I got into LifeWave and what's so important and why I love it so much. Not to mention the community aspect, the connection and the support has been profound, absolutely profound. So that's the sort of thing that I really, really love is that connection and that community and the support. So, when I take time off, I've got a whole team that take care of the team. I've got an upline that take care of the team. If I can't answer a call, somebody else in my team does. So that's the other thing I'm just really loving about this. So let's have a look and go into the presentation. So some of you have been patched and some of you have not been patched. Some of you are new to the business. Some are just getting going. Some don't even know what this is all about. Okay. So the wonderful thing about your patch journey, it'll elevate your cells, it'll activate your cells, and it'll regenerate your cells. So when we're talking about LifeWave, we always talk about David Schmidt. David Schmidt is the CEO and the inventor of X39 and of LifeWave. We could be talking specifically X39 here. There are many other patches, but X39 is kind of like the flagship product that we really focus on because it's the one that does the stem cell goodies. Okay. Now, he has actually these days, over 180 patents. He stopped counting after a while. He had a goal to match his uncle. He has an uncle who's an inventor, and he wanted to match his uncle's patents. And so he stopped counting once he matched that. He's a scientist and an inventor. He's wanted to be a scientist all his life, and he wanted to be an inventor all his life. And his parents were like, yeah, yeah. But he actually went ahead and did it, which is wonderful. I love somebody who goes for their dreams and actually manifests their dreams. He specializes, this technique is all about specializing in age reversal. This is not anti-aging, it's actually age reversal when you are reversing an age. And that's really relevant in my life. I can definitely see that in my cells, in my body, in the change in my skin. It's amazing. So he actually started more than 20 years ago. The company's 20 years old. And the first patches were actually the energy enhancer patches. And that was because he was employed by the government to find, the American government, to find some kind of natural energy enhancing product for the Navy SEAL divers. But he wanted to get something that was natural, that was going to actually be beneficial and not have side effects. And that's why he got into designing phototherapy patches. And then around 2008, he started to shift his attention to stem cell research and thought, I wonder if these same patch technology he was using for the other patches could be reworked for stem cells and for activating stem cells. It took him 10 years to do it and $4.5 million to bring it to the market, but he has done it. Oops, there we go. So this is a patented technology. What do we mean by that? All the claims that are made are actually in a patent have to be proven by doing tests, by doing results. So this is not something you think it does this, but you know it does this. And what sort of things does the patent actually say? That by elevating copper peptides, including the activation of stem cells, improvement in energy, elevation of antioxidants, the reduction in inflammation, the management of pain, improvement in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improvement in wound healing. So everything in the patent has to be proven. And this is what I love about this technology. He tests everything, okay? And there are a lot of independent testing that's also done. And yeah, this particular technology on the X39 has another 15 years to go, which makes it pretty awesome. Why the X39 stem cell activation patch? Well, as you age, this is something I didn't know, you have less and less stem cells that are active. So the faster you age, the slower you heal. And there are hundreds of millions of people experiencing symptoms of aging for this reason. So did you know that by the age of 30, only half of your stem cells are actually active? And at the age of 60, you lose almost all stem cell activity. And I am 57. I don't want to be without my stem cells in a couple of years. So how does the X39 patch work? It is a proprietary form of phototherapy, meaning it's patented. phototherapy, light therapy. How's it made? It's got these little stickers that you can see on the side there. And inside those stickers, they're absolutely sealed, is a combination of salts, sugars, amino acids, copper peptides, things like that, that are formed into a grid. And what happens when you put that patch onto your skin? Your body's own infrared light hits the patch, activates the patch, and then the patch sends a signal back into the body. It's kind of like an on-off switch. So you have stem cells in your body, except that they go dormant. And what happens when this signal's sent into the body, it activates your copper peptides, which activate those stem cells and get them to wake up, and then get the body knows exactly where to send them. And yeah, anti-aging. It's amazing. Well, not anti-aging, age reversal. So the wonderful thing about this, it's non-transdermal. So nothing's actually going into your skin other than light. And there's no drugs, there's no chemical stimulants, and it's completely non-invasive. The benefits of X39, and these are the things I've really felt in my own body. Increased strength, that's me with my 20-kilogram bags of rocks. Reduction of inflammation, that's the fibromyalgia, the bursitis, all of those kind of things. Increased stamina, being able to go all day. I've just been teaching, and I teach both in Europe and in South Africa and in Australia. So whenever I'm teaching online, I have to adjust my times for the country I'm in. I just taught a Module 4 course. It's pretty advanced. And I was teaching till midnight. So I was starting my day at 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon and working through to midnight, getting up the next morning, doing some other sessions in the morning. So that stamina to be able to do that it's pretty amazing. So that also shows the increased energy and the vitality, the mental clarity. That's one of the first things so many people notice. I had massive brain fog after brain surgery. I mean, not brain surgery, heart surgery. My language is everywhere today. It's hot. So better improved mental clarity. I've been able to study again. I've been able to remember and been able to teach. And my courses, I teach 4 or 5 days at a time. It's a lot of knowledge to remember. Restored muscle and skeletal conditions. That's what I've been very much working on. I didn't break my bone last time I hit my foot. I would have broken it previously. And definitely the muscles, I can see that definitely improving already. Improvement of sleep. The wonderful thing that comes with that is that if you sleep better, you heal better, because it's when your body's in rest and rejuvenation that the deep healing can happen. So you really want that improvement in sleep. Plus, the dreams. I'm having the most wonderful, vivid, active dreams again, and being able to have dream recall. For a long time, I wasn't dreaming, or I was obviously dreaming, but I wasn't remembering my dreams. And I had very poor recall of the dreams. I now have these awesome, technicolor, amazing dreams. It's really nice to go to sleep. And improved skin appearance, which you can tell by my hands and my face. It's been pretty amazing. So you would achieve optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Here is an interesting slide. This is from one of the many tests they did. They do a whole lot of tests on different groups of people. This is the slides of just one of the people in that particular series of tests that they did. And this is of a 77-year-old woman. In session 1 on the left-hand side there, that is before she put the first X39 on. The red in the slide, you can see this is a brain scan. That red is showing the inflammation and the lack of brain coherence. After putting on the patch, just 3 weeks on the patch, one patch, 12 hours a day, you can see there's virtually no red anymore. So that's showing inflammation's gone down and there's improvement of brain coherence. Session 3, 6 weeks later, there's a complete turnaround, far better brain coherence, and that inflammation has stayed away. So it's pretty amazing. So when she came in, her brain was hyperactive. Her brain calmed down dramatically at the second visit, and her brain remained calm after 6 weeks. So can you imagine what it does after 6 months? So the long-term results, you can find these case studies on thisisit.info.com, a very great website that you can get a lot of information from. So this is the actual results they've been able to prove. After the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, the collagen is increased. And that's so important because I thought collagen was just in skin, hair, and nails. It's not. It's like this fibers that holds your body together everywhere. It's the glue that holds your body together. So you've got it in your heart, you've got it in your muscles, you've got it in your organs. So when collagen is not present, it's like everything stiffens up and there's a lot less flexibility in your body. So for your organs and your glands to work, you really do want that collagen to be active and flexible. So yeah, and I've really seen that in amazing ways. My mother keeps complaining that she has to keep cutting her nails and how much stronger her nails are. She's 83. She loves her patches. She keeps coming to me, I need more stickers. Can you get me more stickers? She doesn't like being without her patches. Even her eyesight's improving. It's amazing. And the last thing she said to me just a week ago, she said, when I get up now in the morning, I don't have aches and pains. And my mother has very bad scoliosis in her spine. So for her to wake up from a sleep and not have aches and pains at 83 is pretty awesome. So within 6 months, your heart literally reverses an age. And that's a big thing. It's reversing an age. And considering mine's been cut up, I, that's really important to me. Okay. So this is not anti-aging, it's age reversing. And how do you wear your X39 patch? You wear your patches for 12 hours on and 12 hours off because you want that period for rest and rejuvenation. You don't want your body to be constantly stimulated. After that, you can either throw away your patch, but there is about another 4, 5, or 6 hours of juice left in that patch of activity. And if you have someone else in the household, you can take your patch and patch them, or you can patch the children or the dogs or the cats, or even your pot plants. Depends how much you love them, right? As to whether you're going to share your patch or give them their own patch. After that, you put a new patch on in the morning. Now, you can wear more than one type of patch at a time. So there are many other patches. We've got X39, we've got X49, carnosine, glutathione, Aeon, there's SB6. So there's a range of patches and my beloved aloe vera. So what you can do is you can wear an X39 and maybe an Aeon, which treats the inflammation. And then at nighttime, you take those two off and you put your aloe vera on in the night. So you can wear combinations of patches at the same time, but most of them are worn for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. There are a few that have slightly different rules, but most of the time the rule is 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Very important to drink lots of water because basically it's like house repair, okay? You're going to think about this as when you repair a house and you're doing renovations on a house. I just was thinking about this today, actually, because one of the houses across the road from me had a fire. Now, when I walk past the house, I cannot see that it had that fire in the kitchen. So from the outside, it looks okay. But inside, there's such damage, it's going to take them over 6 months before they can live in that house again. But this is what the body is like. You can't always see the damage on the outside. Some of the damage you can see, like you might have, arthritis, you can see that. But then you can't necessarily see the damage to your kidneys or your liver or things like that. When you start using the patches are going to go in and work at the core area. Your body's own innate intelligence is going to take that activity to exactly where it needs to go. So in the beginning, you might not see that change, but that change is happening. And when you renovate a house, you've got to take down all that burnt kitchen. You've got to scrape down the walls. You've got to clean everything out. That's messy. And then you've got to wash it. So that could be a bit of a detox process. So sometimes people can go through a bit of a detox. Don't be put off by that. Don't be put off if things sometimes feel a little bit worse before they get better, because when they renovate that house and they ankle deep in the muck, it's going to not look as good. But if you just drink water, add your electrolytes, rest a bit if you need to rest, you will get through it, and it's definitely worth it. Not everybody has to go through that because not everyone burns their kitchens. But just be aware, drink your water, have your electrolytes, and you'll get through it. So the X39 is a very sophisticated patch, but it's very simple to explain. Now the testimonials are life-changing and emotional, and the best thing is it actually works. And this information here, this is at info.com, is the website you really want to look at. I'm going to pause my sharing there and we're going to talk about some testimonials because you've heard mine. Let's hear from Henriette.
Thank you, Arleen. That was a great presentation.
Welcome, madam.
Wonderful to hear about your story. And I will now share a little bit of my story. The first time I heard about these patches was from a very dear friend of me, Toril. Toril came visit me and she had fire in her eyes. And she said, "You have to hear about this." And I said, "What's going on?" And she said, "I talked to Arleen and you know and this is maybe this is going to heal me." And I said, "Okay," because I know that Toril has serious heart disease. So not heart disease, actually blood disease. Anyways, she was looking for a way to not start chemotherapy, and she knew that stem cell was the thing that she was looking for, but she couldn't afford doing stem cell injections. So when she heard Arleen talk about stem cell, she was listening. And she went to a meeting. She came to me and she said, "Henriette, we need to do this. You need to do it. I need to do this. Everybody needs to do this." She was absolutely fired up. And I was like, "Oh, I hope this works," because she was so excited. And I just decided to start. We decided to start this together. She ordered her patches. I ordered my patches. And we decided to start and see what happens because this was completely new. I live in Norway. I've never heard about this before. And I didn't know anybody who knew about this before. So we just started. And I got my patches after 2 days of patching with X39. I suddenly woke up 6 o'clock in the morning, eager to do my day. And that was completely new to me because I am I like slow mornings. I like to wake up slowly. I like to have at least 2 cups of coffee and, and I just wake up, ding, ready to fly, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, "Oh my God, can this be the patches?" Hmm. And then I just continued. I had this energy just stayed with me. And I went to several other meetings because I wanted to know what is going on. What are other people experiences? So I went to different meetings all over the world to listen. What do they experience? And then I heard that this could actually help for hormonal imbalances. And that's what really got me because I have had a severe hormonal imbalance since I hit menopause 5 years ago. It was so bad. It took me completely by surprise. Suddenly, I couldn't sleep. My whole body was wet every 10 minutes. That's how bad it got. And I was really depressed. And I did not want to take any medication. And then one day, my husband said to me, "Henriette, please, please go see a doctor. I cannot take this anymore." So, so I realized, okay, maybe I have a problem. So I went to see a specialist. I went to see several specialists and I tried out a lot of medication and they gave me, finally it worked. I had my life back. I wasn't wet all over the body anymore and my normal sense was back. But it was a cocktail of medication, really a lot of medication and I didn't like it, but I knew I needed it. So I've tried 5 years with this medication. I've tried to go to other specialists. They said, "No, no, no, you need this." And they also told me, "You're probably one of those people who would have to use this medication for the rest of your life. Some people have to. It looks like you're one of them." So when I heard that the patches could help, I had already been on X39 for 1 month. So I'm an optimist. I said, "Oh, cool. I just quit my medicine." Well, that was a bit too soon. I woke up crying. So I decided there was some other patches that I used in addition, SP6 and Ion. I started using that as well. And 2 months later, I quit my medication. with no symptoms at all. It was absolutely amazing. I had promised my husband not to quit my medicine without seeing a doctor, but I just quit. And he didn't notice, which is absolutely a success. So I did understand I need to share this patch. This has come to heal me, and I need to tell people around me about this fantastic product. So I started sharing. I started sharing my results with friends, and now I'm building a business in Norway. And it's absolutely fantastic to see the results for my friends and people I love, and this community is absolutely great. I was happy. I didn't expect more results at all. I didn't know what more it could do to me because I'm quite a healthy person. I was happy with that, but I kept patching because I understood that if I stop, then my stem cell will start getting dormant again, and I want to have stem cells. I want to be fresh as a kid. So I just continued, and then other things started to happen. So after 6 months, I thought my eyes were getting worse, and I have a big problem with my eyes. When I was kid, I had severe headaches and migraines. And when I was 17, they discovered a defect on my eyes. So I got special glasses, and I love my glasses because they make me see, and I don't get headaches when I use them. But since I was 17, I had special glasses. I have one pair of glasses for computer, one for walking, one for, three different types I needed to have my day about. And I started to see bad again, and that is normally bad news for me. And I said, shit, now it's getting worse. So went to see my eye doctor, and I don't need special glasses anymore. It's all gone. I have now completely normal glasses. My eye muscles have repaired. My floaters have repaired. My eye migraine is completely gone. And my eyesight has improved with 1.5 on one eye and 125 on the other eye, which means I can actually see the floor without glasses. So for the first time in my life, I've actually couple of times lately, I've been looking for my glasses, and that does not happen to me because I know where my glasses are. They are here or on my bedside table. They're never anywhere else. And now, a couple of times, I've been, where did I put my glasses? It's absolutely amazing. So, what this patch can do for you is absolutely amazing. And I'm still using the patches, of course, and I'm still looking to see what else can it do that I don't know can improve. My skin obviously have improved. You talk about granny hands, Arleen, but I had granny hands as well, and I don't anymore. So I'm absolutely so amazed by this product, and I'm going to share it to anybody who wants to listen in on how to improve your health. It's amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We've got a little bit of time, so would anybody else like to share their story? Wave, or I'm going to pounce.
Arleen, I have a question.
Yeah,
Silent Night.
yes.
I have a guy that's interested. Can you tell me more about it, please?
Silent Night is a patch that's used for sleeping. It elevates your sleepy hormones, and we put it in basic terminology. You need to use it consistently for a while. Give it at least 3 weeks for it to really kick in, but it does actually help with sleep. I have used it in the past, and it has helped me with sleep. But anybody using it here? Anybody want to talk about it? Caroline?
Yeah, hi. I had a patch. I had a sleeve sitting around, and I thought, well, I don't know. I've never used it because I heard it was a little bit difficult to find the sweet spot and everything else. So I had been patching for a long time with X39, and I also use Ayurveda. So I was not really looking to improve my sleep, but I had days at the same time where I thought, oh, well, let's just see if I can, you know, change something. So I started using it, and actually, from my own experience, it started working straight away. I put it on the side of the head here. So I now alternate it. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I use it on one night and then Alavida the next. So I'm maybe not strictly the right person to ask, but I think, and what I've read is it's certainly important that you've done X39 for a while before you start using Silent Night, because it really does need that you already patching before you start it. It's not a patch I would start with from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what I've understood, but it does work for me.
Thanks,
While you're
Caroline.
talking, while you're talking, Caroline, do you want to share a little bit more about your story?
Yeah, I was just thinking that as well, actually. I have been patching for about a year now, and it's interesting because when you said, Henriette, with the granny hands, I've been waiting for my granny hands to go, and then now I just looked at them and I thought, oh, finally they're gone. You know that skin, and
Yeah.
it just jumps back straight away. For a very long time, I kept going, and I was thinking, it's still a little bit slow. Now it's just bounces straight back. So that was 1 year into patching that happened, I think. But I came to LifeWave through a friend who I trusted, who said, "Listen, I've come across this amazing patch. I'm a homeopath and studying to be a herbalist. So I have a little clinic and I see patients." And I thought, "Ooh, this could be interesting." And also, I wasn't unhappy about the side effect of maybe earning some money. But I really needed to understand the product before I could kind of start talking about it to people. And I was a little bit dubious at first, thinking, is it really transdermal? And when I was convinced that it was just your own immune system being kind of revved up to help your body kind of find the repair that it knows how to do, really, I was all in. And I didn't have a massive quick reaction. I was particularly patching because I had a really bad stiff knee, and I had it for a very long time. And I had also started getting arthritis in my fingers. So I kind of understood that I was having some kind of arthritic thing going on in my body. I hadn't ever been checked. I don't really go to the doctor if I can avoid it. But I was, understanding that there was something going on, and I just couldn't resolve it. I did Qigong, I did herbs, I did homeopathy, I did osteopath, you name it, and it was still there. But 3 weeks into patching, I was thinking, okay, I can feel something going on. I'm sleeping like a log. What's happening? This is so good. Dreaming, like Arleen was saying, suddenly remembering your dreams. And then I also thought, well, the reason I'm sleeping so much better is that I have less pain in my body, because I used to wake up at night and I was really stiff in my neck from, sleeping on the left or on the right. And I'd sometimes have to wake up and lift my head over to the other side because it was so sore. And that just disappeared. And I was like, okay, something's happening here. Knee's still a bit iffy, but I can feel the difference. And then I started adding an Aeon as well into the mix. And slowly over time, over 3 months, I was then also using the AYH mix. So I was alternating between carnosine and glutathione. And I would say before 3 months, I was bending my knee completely. And yesterday, I couldn't actually quite believe it. I started doing some yoga, which I couldn't do because I couldn't do any of the poses where you sit on your feet, sit on your heels or anything like that. I just had one leg was always straight out like that. And yesterday I did a class where I had to sit on my heels for 10 minutes in a row and do all sorts of different things. And I just kept going, wow, inside my head, because I just sat there and I just did it. And I couldn't actually quite believe that I could just do all those things that I just for years and years couldn't do. So again, I keep being reminded about how much benefit I'm getting, and I'm really excited about the Alavida patch as well. I think, that's one of the patches I want to be using continuously at the age of 66. You can't really afford not to do that. But also what's going on inside my body, I really feel that, gut health, all that kind of stuff is being improved. So yeah, I'm in for the long run, and I'm really enjoying being part of this company as well. Had no experience with multi-level marketing, got a lot of negative kickback in the beginning from various people, and then just realized that actually it completely depends on the product and the company. And this company is really exciting to work for. It's a fantastic product, but more than anything, they have such a great network. We help each other, we have fun, we engage. There's help for anything you want, and lots of benefits with it. So I really have enjoyed being part of this journey, and it's going to continue.
Thank you so much. It's always so lovely to hear from you. Right, I think we're going to move on, and we're going to let Henriette do the second part of the presentation. Over to you, Henriette.
Okay, well, one of the side effects, as Caroline says, is that you can earn an income by sharing this fantastic product with others. So this page, this is itinfo.com. If you haven't been into that page before, write it down or take a picture, because on this page you can read a lot more about the product, how it works. David Schmidt has videos in there, doctors are discussing. So just go in there, have fun with it, and see what's there if you want to read more about the product. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the company. Like Carolyn said, it's an amazing company, and Arleen also said it's 20 years old. So the patch technology is 20 years ago since David Schmidt actually found out that you can use a patch to stimulate your skin with your own light. So the company is 20 years old. It's now open in over 75 countries. So this is now getting spread all over the world. And the most fantastic thing about this technology is that it's not a Me Too product. So what does that say? Like Caroline said, this multi-level marketing, some are a bit skeptic. It's about, is the product good enough? And the thing about a not Me Too product is that this is a patented product. This product has no competition. There is nowhere else you can get this product. So if you want to look at the business side, you have a product that absolutely works and you have no competition. Well, and you have a 20-year-old company, solid. So a good start if you want to earn some money. And the growth of the company is nothing but amazing. In 2021, it was a $20 million company. In 2024, the revenue was over $600 million. And why this growth? This growth is because of X39. X39 has an amazing result, and people are telling the stories, and it spreads. So 86%, I think, of the company's growth is due to X39. That's what we are building our business upon, and that's what people really get results from. So LifeWave, as there is an organization that is called Business from Home, and that they measure all these different companies around the world that is a business that you can do from home. And LifeWave is ranked as the #1 momentum company by this organization, and that's a huge accomplishment. So the team that we are on, the way we build, we are at This Is It team, and This Is It team is led by Stina and Jean are married. So here's some pictures from when LifeWave got awarded the #1 growth company in the world, and that's an amazing thing. And you see in this picture in the purple shirt, that's David Schmidt. And then you have Gina, and then you have Meredith, who's the president of LifeWave, and then Steve Merritt. So these people here are the people that have put this together for us. given us the opportunity to be a part of this and also earn some money. So what is most important in your life? Maybe it's family, it can be time freedom, security. Like Arleen said, she needed a secondary income because when you work for where you get paid per hour and you get sick, will your income be then? So a lot of reasons. Some like to travel. This company, LifeWave, has some amazing incentive travels. And most people start first and foremost because they want better health for themselves or for somebody they know or for the world. So how to get started earning money. LifeWave compensates you if you share this product with other people. So to get started is as easy as knowing 4 people who would like to use X39, and you can go manager. And manager is the first title that we go for and the most important title in the company. So you go manager by finding 4 people who wants to try out this product. And you will get introductory bonuses by bringing in people. I like to compare it with when I was a kid, we had these communities where you could buy books. And if you got somebody else to buy a book from the same company, you would get one for free. And this is kind of the same thing. If you share this with somebody and they want to buy, then you can have some income so you can earn an income to get your patches for free. For many people, that's the first step. And we also have team commission. We have a binary, which means when we bring in people they want to buy, we have a left side and a right side. And when we build volume, when people buy products because they want better health and they get better health, then you build up a volume. And then you can have team commissions. And team commissions start with $50 and $1,000 and $2,000, wherever you build it. And the maximum you can earn from a binary is $25,000 a week. So really, here is a potential. If you want to buy your own products for free, that's we can teach you how to do that. And if you want to really earn a lot of money, we can also teach you how to do that. So this is for everyone. No matter what you want, we can teach you how to do it. The most exciting bonus in the company is the matching bonus. And this is also why it's so important, why the most important title in the company is becoming a manager, is then you tap into this matching bonus. And here you have an unlimited income potential. So I will use an example. Arleen, she sponsored Toril. So if she can help Toril make money and Toril earns $1,000, then that would be Arleen's first line, and Arleen would get $250 because the company pays her to help Toril. That is Arleen's first line. So Toril sponsored me. So now Toril can earn 25% of what I get in team commissions, but Arleen can get 20% out of what I am building up a business from. And this goes 3 levels down. And this is an unlimited potential. So you can do it 2 ways. You can find 10 Henriettes. If you find 10 people like me that wants to build up a business, and you can get 25% of what the people you teach. And you can go down. You can have maybe only 5. And they build down and you help them. So this is a team. We work like a team. We help you. And the only thing you need to get started is to invite people to a meeting. That's how we work. Everybody in this team started by getting an invitation. Look at this. Come join me to a meeting. See what we are doing. See how this works. And then decide what we want to do what you want to do with it. So we are not selling. We are sharing information And when we have shared the information and people have a look at this, if they want to buy, we teach them how to register. And if they want to earn money, we teach them how to earn money. It's as simple as that. So it's an effort. So how do you get started? You get started by buying your first package of sleeves, and you start where you fit in. It depends on what you want to do, how many people are in your household, and what can you afford to begin with. So on the core package, it costs $295. In a core package, you get 3 months supply of X39. So David Schmidt says, most people can experience some of the benefits within the first 3 months. And then he also says that the big experience of what this patch actually can do to your body, you will need to use it for as many months as your own age divided into 10. So I'm 53. For me, after 3 months, I had the big results with the hormones, but after 6 months, my eyesight changed. So give it time. It's important, but you go in where you fit in. The core package is 3 months. The advanced package at $535 US dollars, you get 6 months, and you can see that it's not double price, so you get a discount if you buy more at once. And at a premium package, which is the most popular package, there you can buy 20 months. So if you want to do this as a business, I would recommend you start at an advanced if you can afford it. But the reason why they put these packages together is to give us an easy way to recommend and to start and get it going. And you have included in your first package a website, whether you would like to use it or not. So if you want to share right away or you want to share later, you already have what it takes to get started. So if you want to do this as a business, the company says then you need to stay active. So what does it mean to stay active? It means you are using this opportunity as an income potential, then you need to purchase to your own store. And this is a company where you don't have to purchase more than what you are using yourself. To earn the first money, you need to be buying 1 sleeve of X39 or another patch, 1 sleeve of patches every month. And when you go manager and you want to expand your business, you need to buy 2 sleeves. And the reason is only to keep the points. If you want to have the benefit of earning the different ways you can earn money, you need to stay active by using the product and sharing the product. So that's the baseline. And if you want a deeper explanation of this, just talk to the person who invited you and you can get more detailed. So we showed the page thisisit.info.com earlier in the presentation. We have 2 pages to recommend. Thisisit.info.com is the page where you find a lot of information about the product. Thisisitteam.com is the page where you can really dive into how do we work this business? How do I introduce someone? How do I register someone? There's a lot of tip and advice. There's a lot of educational videos about how to build your team, and you can go dive deep also into the compensation plan to really understand. So this is a place where you can look for that kind of information. I would like to point out, if you see, there is on both pages a little flag, says English down on the left side. When I realized what this flag could do, it opened up my business in Norway. Because what happens is, if you go to that flag, you can choose any language you would like. So the pages translate. And this is how we build worldwide. This is how Arleen can build in Norway and I can build in Iceland. And, because if I want somebody in another country to dive deep into this, they can use these pages and they can get it in their own language. It's a fantastic tool. So this is now time to make your move. So if you're serious about your dream, I like to say, my dreams are bigger than my income. It's as easy as that. And then I have two choices. I can either have more income or I can lower my dream. And I don't want to I don't want to lower my dreams. I would rather have more income. So to me, it's as easy as that. So are you serious about your dream? Then there's hope for your future. And then get started with X39 and share it with everybody you love.
Thank you, Henriette. That was absolutely fabulous. You do that so well. So if you are new to this and you have been invited by someone, you contact the person who invited you here, and then they will help you take the next steps. So thank you.